Good morning, welcome to the next video. Now I am going to talk about what is a deep learning is all about and how a deep learning helps us in data science. So deep learning deals with the study and implementation of a specific set of models using a neural network. So I have shown here a neural network, input layer, middle hidden layer and then output layer. I have shown 3 hidden layers. Input layer consists of 5 neurons and so is the 3 hidden layers also consist of 5 neurons and output layer consists of 3 neurons. This hidden layer is actually what is a neural network make it deeper. So when you have a hidden layer, okay, and this hidden layer is connected to the input layer in a fully connected manner. So for example, if I have 5 neurons in the input layer, I have 5 neurons in the hidden layer 1, then I will have 25 number of connections. 25 here, again 25 here, again 25 here and again this is 3. So 5 into 3, 15 number of connections. So more connections I have, I become more and more deep. So we call a neural network more deeper when the pattern is being recognized and be remembered by the hidden layers rather than the input layer. So DL or deep learning deal with the study and implementation of a specific set of models using a deep neural network. Training big neural network uses a great amount of computational power. So training all the hidden layers, so more number of hidden layer I have, the complexity of my network is going to increase further. So we have to have a very good computational power available to train an entire network, but not only any computing power will suffice. Neural network do a lot of matrix operation involved. The biggest problem in the neural network or biggest problem in the deep neural network is a matrix problem. Matrix problem means you have to update the weight. So if you have a 5 by 5 matrix, okay, 25, and if you have 1000 connections, you have to have 1000 weight to be updated. Okay, NVIDIA has developed a specific programming framework called CUDA, allowing us to harness the power of the GPU, not only the computer graphic but for general purpose task also. So we do teach a course called as parallel programming, which is using CUDA. So instead of CPU, I use a GPU to solve my problem in a better way. Okay, so especially for matrix multiplication, matrix inversion or any amount of job which requires a matrix, so matrix operation are well performed by a GPU. Okay, modern graphics card have a thousands of the core, and core is nothing but a CPU having a arithmetic logic unit and control logic unit and some kind of a cache memory, that is what we call as a core. So you can have perform thousands of operation in parallel. So that is why deep neural network uses a CUDA as a programming language or GPU as a programming engine inside. Floating point operations can also be done very quickly, and GPU are specialized in solving a specific task much faster than the CPU. So all our deep learning algorithm, they use the GPU as a basic engine horse. Now let us see one example here. A deep neural network can be a very interesting and challenging one. For example, DL or deep learning is fantastic as solving the task with a unstructured data set. So I am showing you a imaginary data set which consists about 14 million number of images, and the task is having a classification of 22,000 discrete classes. Now imagine this task to be done by a human will miserably fail, okay, but a neural network will not fail. So we have a neural ImageNet data which consists about 14 million images classified into 22,000 number of distinct categories. To solve the ImageNet, algorithm should learn to identify the object in the photograph. So you can see in the photograph I have classes like mammal, placental, carnivore, canine, dog, working dog, husky, triman, sailboat, all, and you can you imagine if you have 22,000 number of classes, you will not be able to even recall 2,000, forget about 22,000 number of classes. So eventually when it comes to the neural network or deep neural network, it can be solved. So to solve the ImageNet problem, an algorithm should learn to identify an object in the particular photograph. Okay, so I have a particular photograph showing a elephant, but this is also elephant, this is another person, is another photograph is also elephant. So I have to group them together and make it a elephant as a category, okay, or as a animal as a category. Okay, so A human performance on this task is around 90% 95% accuracy. The best neural network in the 2015, it surpassed the human capability. So, human mind is very good engine, very good manpower, but this deep neural network in 2015, they have shown a supremacy to the human calculation. So, you can imagine, if you have millions of the pages, if you have thousands of the classes, a human is very difficult, but for a neural network is very simple. For within half an hour you can train the neural network and do it. The next application of the neural network in our data science is a natural language processing, very popular, and we know the chatbot, we know the ChatGPT, which are coming up now. So, a natural language processing. Now, let me tell you what a natural language processing is all about. Two people are talking together. So, when I say hello, how are you, the other person should also learn and understand that it is meaning equal to hello, how are you, not the other way, how are you, hello, something like that. So, a natural language processing is close to the human being, and what we say that we write every day, whether it is a document, whether it is a tweet, we write a electronic message, we write a books, or we write a email. But whatever you have written, it is being conveyed to the other person the same way you intended to. So, when your intention is clear, the other person should also receive in the same way, and if it is done, then this is called as a natural human language processing. So, the list can go on and on. Using algorithm to understand the natural language is difficult because our language is ambiguous, complex, and contain many exception corner cases. So, human language is much more tough, computer language is much easier, because it does not have so many number of commas and semicolon and uppercase and lowercase, and all those things are there, but easy to deal with rather than the human language. We have Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, all the languages descriptions are different, their phonetics are different, their way of writing is different, and computer has to learn all the way to all the new natural languages. So, the first attempt at NLP is to build a base system. Linguistic carefully design hundreds and thousands of the rule to perform seemingly simple tasks such as a part of a speech taking. So, whenever I am saying hello, how are you, it should be exactly meaning by a word equal to hello, how are you. For example, in Hindi, if I put a slogan, Ma Ajmer Gai, mother has gone to the pilgrimage called as Ajmer, and the translated or other person listen the same way in Hindi as Ma Aaj Mar Gayi, the entire meaning will be lost, entire meaning will be different. So, that is a big problem in the natural language processing. What you intend to do should be understood by the machine, and the other person should also be able to understand what machine meant for you. Okay. So, in the diagram you can see here, I have a word, I have inputting a word, I have a natural language task processing done by the Python, and I do the processing, and the other person is able to understand. Okay. So, a natural processing is a text processing, and I have some very interesting pattern here. You can see the natural language processing here, text generation, text pre-processing, tokenization, part of the speech, and name entity recognition, semantic analysis. This kind of analysis are what we call a part of the language NLP. So, DL models can perform many more parallel tasks without the need for explicitly stating the grammatical rule and parallel. So, more or less we are dealing with the grammar. Deep learning model take a NLP word and the storm, and they can perform wide range of NLP tasks much better than the quality of the human. Okay. So, for example, some of the task is text processing. Text processing entails cleaning of the text and getting it ready for the additional processing. This could entail action like stop word, eliminating the stop word, stemming word, and punctuation mark. Tokenization is the process of dividing a text into a smaller words. Part of the speech tagging, like sometime I tweet. Okay. So, tagging each word in the text is a part of the speech, such as a noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb is also known as a part of the tagging. Name entity recognition, entail locating and categorization of the name in the text, including the person, places, business, and item. Semantic analysis deals with the meaning and understanding of the text meaning. So, this could entail activities like figuring out how words and phrases are related to each other, and then, for example, the cat is jumping. So, cat does not fly. So, the moment I say cat, the next word has to be a jump. It cannot fly, but bird cannot jump, but bird will fly. So, it is a part of a semantic analysis. Okay. Then text generation, creation of the process of creating a new text such as a summary, translation and other chatbot. Okay. So, a natural or a neural network can do a good job solving a complex problem. Question, answering and text summarization. In a question and answer model gives a chunk of text and question about the content. For example, given an introduction to this section, introduction to deep learning, question answer model could correctly use the following query. How many cores do a modern CPU have? So, answer could be less than 10. When did neural network originate? So, it will answer you 1980. So, you can have a question and answer in the summary form also. Okay. So, text summarization seeks to extract the main subject of the course source. If you feed the first few paragraph of this section to a text summarization model, we will get the following result. Now, it is a time. Now, I am putting a summary of what I have said. So, this is also a part of the NLP. It is a time to draw a line between ML and DL. In truth, we cannot do this because deep learning is a subfield of a machine learning. Formally, deep learning studies specify a set of model called a neural network, and the theory behind neural network originated in 80. You can text out the simple text summarization model at this website too. So, this is what it is. Okay. So, I stop here, and next time I am going to talk about the natural language processing in more detail called as sentimental analysis, some of the applications of the natural processing. Thank you so much.